What's up guys, welcome back to the Decent Garage. I have some great news in today's video that has been plaguing me for the past couple weeks. You guys know that the CR85 has been the bane of my existence for the past couple weeks. Well, here she is, all buttoned up, and it runs perfectly now. So as most of you guys know, I picked up this bike with a lot of about 5 bikes and none of them ran when I picked them up. I cleaned the carb on this bike, kicked it over a couple times and it fired right up. It would idle okay, it would rev up a little bit, but it was super boggy, super sputtery, just had tons of issues. So I tried adjusting the carb a little bit more, nothing. And this is where it got frustrating. So I decided, you know what, I've never worked on a 2-stroke before, the carb's slightly different, I'm going to take this to someone who knows what they're doing. So I took it to a guy local to me, I paid him 120 bucks to tune the carb. And he said, oh yeah, it's running great, it fixed it. It still wasn't running great, it may have been running a little bit better, but nothing, you know, nothing to write home about. It still was not running good. So then I just started throwing the kitchen sink at this bike. I put a new throttle cable in it. I put new reeds, new air filter, whole new top end and piston. Now this is where it got interesting. When I pulled the cylinder off and went to put the new piston in, the piston wouldn't fit. And so I was doing some research. Come to find out, this cylinder is a CR80 cylinder, not a CR85, so that's a 47 millimeter bore instead of a 47.5. So I just thought, oh, maybe they just had a CR80 cylinder and you know, the CR85 cylinder was blown, so they put the CR80 cylinder on. So I went and got a appropriate size piston and ring, put it all back together, and still it ran like crap. So at that point I was pretty frustrated. Now this is where one of my followers on Instagram, and I'm sure he follows me here on the channel, Sky is his name, he started messaging me on Instagram and started talking me through stuff. We started diagnosing things and he swore that it was a carb issue, and I said I was so against that idea because I'd paid so much money to have the carb all fixed up correctly and I thought the carb is perfect. Well, turns out he spent a whole day messaging me on Instagram, explaining to me how the carb works and how the jetting works. And come to find out, we finally realized, you know what, this is probably a full-on CR80 motor, not even a CR85 motor. And so I went and bought the jets for the CR80 carb, put those in, kicked it over, and the bike runs flawlessly. Anyways, long story short, the bike runs great. It is a CR80 motor in a CR85 chassis, and it runs great now. Had I known that in the very beginning, I probably would have bought jets for $5 for a CR80 motor, and it would have ran great. But I didn't know that. It took me a lot of time, a lot of effort to figure that out, but now it is a great running bike, new piston, new cylinder, bunch of new stuff on it. It's ready to be sold. I'm ready to get it out of my life. So anyways, that's the story on the CR85/80, and I'm glad it's running, glad to get it sold, glad to start working on different stuff. So for all you guys who were telling me it's a carb issue, it's a carb issue, and I was kind of shutting you out for that because I thought, no, there's no way. It was a carb issue. It was completely a carb issue. I was wrong, but I just had no idea because I didn't know it was a CR80 motor. So anyways, I'm going to get this thing listed, get it sold, get some more space in the garage. I'm also listing the RMZ 250 this week. I'm going to put the graphics on it tomorrow. And then I've got the XR100 listed as well. And that one, I actually picked up a brand new BBR big bore kit that I'm throwing in. If someone pays me full price on that, I'll throw in the BBR 120 big bore kit on it. So there we go. Got 3 bikes ready to be listed, kind of be flipped, make a little money, buy some more stuff for the truck. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that video. Thanks for your support on the channel, and we will see you guys in the next video.